This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
Very, very few people can make a run right on the bottom of the racetrack, so it's really only about 2 grooves wide, the top groove being the preferred groove.
Michael, is there a rhythm you need to get in to really run well at this track?
Yeah, and you can't get into it right now, especially these guys racing from 10, 20 and on. They're all got 2 crashing on the back straightaway.
Spinning down the back stretch.
Brad Keselowski gets involved. 4 or 5 trucks in trouble on the back.
Brandon Witt, our most recent winner in the Truck Series, got spun around. As you mentioned, Brad Keselowski getting turned around. Also, the 07 of Jack Bailey Jr. spun around.
What a horrible break for Brad Keselowski. He had to start back in the pack by virtue of where he was in the points. He had the 3rd fastest truck in practice, Michael, and he's got some damage to that truck. Unbelievable, horrible break for Brad Keselowski.
We know, but they just run out of room. See, get squeezed into the wall. The 07 truck gets squeezed in the wall with Brandon Witt. Mike Wallace and Darrell's Toyota just drives right through there, does a great job.
Tracy Hines got a little piece of that, and then the 07 spun right down into, you got to lose get in trouble. John, is that John Andretti?
John Andretti into the wall in turns 3 and 4.
Phil, I was trying to get out here. That tire's going to blow. It just kept rubbing and kept rubbing, and eventually the thing went down and he hit the outside wall again.
You see a lot of damage, a lot more damage than he had from the earlier.
Phil, this was what precipitated the crash we just saw. Got loose into the corner.
Sure did. Got loose and made some contact both front and rear with the outside wall.
Gap is his friend, Phil. He knows that when he dives down underneath that, oh, we got to spin. Hamilton gets sideways. Everybody checks up behind him.
He bumps the wall, slows down, and the Bobby Hamilton
flag is out.
And the caution flag comes out on lap 32.
They turn 3 and 4. You see him get completely sideways. There he makes the contact with the outside wall. Very fortunate Matt Craftsman, the 88 truck, got by him before Bobby got tighter as you go.
And when I say loosen up, when we say loosen up, Rick, he might have put a half a pound in the right rear tire, or they might have took a half a round of wedge out. They're not going to do much to that truck. You can promise that.
A little sideways running for the 46 of Dennis Setzer as he dominates the field at IRP. Welcome back to IRP. Deborah Renshaw just spins in turn 2, and this will bring out the 4th caution of the night.
And the first caution in forever.
Hey,
that's got a big decision to make.
And he made it. Dennis Setzer is on his way down pit road. This is why Deborah Renshaw, this is why our caution is out. Deborah Renshaw in turn 2 gets spun around and into the grass. That brings out the caution flag. Racing a year ago gave him the opportunity to get into a truck. Oh, and we've got problems with Kelly Sutton in the 02. And that will bring out our 5th caution of the night.
Now we have to ask ourselves.
We saw Todd Cleaver,
who was leading
by Dennis Setzer. I think he made that pass after the caution. I saw the caution flag in the flagman's hand.
Now, 2 races ago.
But who's leading this race?
Look again at why we're under our 5th caution of the night. That's Kelly Sutton in the 02 hitting the wall. The left front of that truck.
She got sideways coming off turn number 2.
And the toe in off on that truck. Even though he came to get tires, he couldn't get the truck turned.
This is what we were talking about.
Battle for the 3rd position. Ron Hornaday drives to the inside. Jimmy Spencer tries to pitch him down low. They make contact. Jimmy gets the worst of it into the outside wall.
Jimmy Spencer backing up a little bit, and it looks as though Dennis Setzer is being able to put some distance between himself and the Rotella T4 number 50 of Todd Cleaver. Wendy?
We told you at the top of the show, this is Dennis Setzer's 9th visit to IRP, and he's never finished in the top 5. Folks, this is a winning truck. It's the same exact truck that he won with earlier this season at Milwaukee. Dennis Setzer already has 3 wins this season. Our points leader and going for a 4th win here at IRP.
Wendy, I've known Todd Cleaver since his late model days at Wisconsin Madison International Speedway. He has put so much pressure on himself this year, and he's put the pressure on himself to win. Jack Rouse just a couple weeks ago said, Todd, don't worry about winning. Let's get consistent finishes, and then the win will come. He's oh so close here tonight at IRP.
5 laps to go, about a half a second between Setzer and Cleaver right now. Setzer putting almost the biggest lead he's had over 2nd place in quite some time.
It almost looked like the caution flag allowed Dennis Setzer's tires to cool, and it made his truck better, where Todd Cleaver was all over Dennis Setzer, side by side with him when the caution came out. He's not quite able to keep pace like he was before.
Dennis Setzer looking to increase his points lead. He is our points leader. He came in with a 158-point lead over second place Ted Musgrave. And a win here would be very good for this 46 team. He's led the most laps, 173 so far. 3 other drivers have been out front, Jimmy Spencer, Chad Chaffin, and Brendan Gaughan, but it has been the Dennis Setzer show most of the night.
Would be win number 4, the most wins ever in his career. What a great year he's had so far. Got a giant point lead, and looks like he's going to extend that.
I tell you, a smart move by one of the teams on pit road, Bobby Kennedy, Jason Overstreet, and those guys on Rudiment's truck. They came to pit road. They were one of the trucks a lap down. He's storming through the field. He's up to 12th now. He's got a shot at the top 10 because of good strategy on pit road.
Now remember, guys, it is not over until the checkered flag flies. We've seen some amazing finishes in the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series, and now as they come up through 3 and 4, about to take the white flag, this will be the final lap for Dennis Setzer. It's Setzer out in front of Todd Cleaver, just over 5/8 of a mile to go.
Got a great battle. I think David Rudin was able to pass a couple trucks since you even mentioned that. Moved up into the top 10.
He has. The white flag's out.
Only 6 trucks on the lead lap. That is how dominant the 46 team and Dennis Setzer has been. The short track ace comes out of turn number 4, and he will win his 4th race of 2005.
Wow. But it had drama, didn't it, Rick? Written all over. We didn't know he was going to win his 4th race with about 10 to go.
Unbelievable. Dennis Setzer coming home with the win. Unofficially, Todd Cleaver 2nd. Ron Hornaday 3rd. Matt Crafton with a great performance in 5th tonight. And Jimmy Spencer rounding out the top 5.
I wonder if Jimmy thinks he needs to have a conversation with Mr. Hornaday. Those guys were just racing really hard. Maybe Jimmy looks at it, well, I pinched him down a little bit and he just got loose. Or maybe Jimmy's saying, man, you got to control your truck. I can't.
Let's go down to the winning crew chief and Wendy Venturini.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.